These are my top food pick in Gaya Street. Here at Gaya Street is one of many streets in central Kota Kinabalu where there are plenty of choices to make your belly feel full. And today I'm going to show you what they are. So, let's do it. First is the Croissant from Buns Kopitiam, a modern spin to the traditional coffee shop while still retaining the olden days feel. Hold up, I have to apologize first because I forgot to switch on the microphone for this segment. So enjoy my eating phase while I narrate. First thing you will notice how good the smell is because they are baked freshly every day. The croissant itself is crunchy on the outside and soft fluffy in the inside. Here you can see some of the cheese yolk dripping out and it just tastes so good. The softness of the egg mixed with the salty ham plus melty cheese is just the best combo ever. Sometimes I would just come here for the bread itself for afternoon tea, and since they make the bread the whole day long, you can even have this after the sun sets. Next is Fat Dumpling. When I crave for dumpling, I always come here. While the shop may look simple, but don't let that fool you. They serve delicious dumplings and you can have it fried or boiled. Either way is good. Personally, I prefer fried because oil makes things taste better. Well, here it is. The Fat Dumpling. Oh, look at this side. Look at the size and look at the juiciness. You can feel it. Oh, and it smells good as well. Even at a small bite, you can feel the explosion of meat juices inside the mouth. Oh, it fell on the table. If you look inside the dumpling, it fills with lots of herbs, chicken meat, everything just marinated well. So without dipping into this sauce, it's actually quite tasty already. Of course, for extra flavor, some sauce is needed. It's so good. What's more, this dumpling, the skin fried to the point where it's just the right amount of crispiness. So even though when it's cold now, it's still crispy. You can put this thing away for a while and we'll come back cold and still eat it, still perfectly fine. Beef stew from Peppermint. This local fusion Vietnamese shop has one of the softest stew in town. If you're feeling lazy to chew on something on that day, then this stew is the one for you. Look at that. Oh, this is the beef tender. The most important thing for me, always the beef tender. It shows how much they prepare and how good they are in making everything soft. Usually this is the hardest part, to make it like super soft. It's so soft. You don't need to spend too much time chewing it. Just put it in your mouth and slowly enjoy the flavor. And before you knew it, the whole thing will slowly melt away. When you're done making your meat wet, and you can just look at the gravy slowly dripping on. And the gravy itself is not too thick, just perfect. Usually the gravy itself is very strong, but actually you can look how watery it is, so it's not that overpowering. Of course, when having a meal in Vietnamese diner, Vietnamese coffee is definitely a must-drink item. Well, nothing beats a cold Vietnamese coffee under such hot weather today. We're experiencing hot weather or terrible heat wave. Dang dang, cold Vietnamese coffee will cure all your heatiness problem away. The next one is tomato pasta from Pasta Pasta. This small pasta shop serves affordable and delicious pasta in a large variety that is uncommonly seen. Well, that's the first thing you're gonna do when you see this little cute pasta. Alright, let's get started. So far, I think hot. The noodles are just the right amount of elasticity, not too dry and not too hard. The meatball itself, even though it's not as big, it's just the right amount. It has just the right amount of flavor and the chewiness. Good thing about pasta, if you suddenly need to go immediately, just get a cover and you're done. Number 5. Baos and Buns from Keng Wai Hing Kopitiam. This shop is famous for their steamed baos and buns. Their most famous is the pineapple bun, and if you're planning to come here, I suggest come early in the morning as the buns and bao usually sold out really fast. They have been around for 38 years and the shop is always full with regulars. So I got 4 of them because the buns here, they quickly sold out. The most famous one is the pineapple bun. I decided to get 2 of them. Call me greedy, but they're really good. This is not the pineapple, this is the actual butter sticking on the top of the bun, and the actual pineapple filling is actually inside. Let's dig in. Look at the pineapple filling and the butter on the top. Oh, it's crumbling down. Yep, so sweet and sour. Oh, it's the best combination. No wonder this sold out really quick. I mean, just look behind it at the lower tray. Yeah, it's all sold out by now. This one, tau sa peng, or in English, is a black bean cake. Inside is basically a black bean filling. This black bean is sweet. The skin of the cake is actually crispy, and the filling itself is just like the red bean paste. Some people might find the black bean is a bit sweet. If you have something like tea like this, it goes well together. The tea and the sweetness, they balance each other out. Lastly is the char siu bao. So this is how you usually eat it. You peel off this skin, already peel this off, and then some people might just eat this directly, but for most people who don't know, we usually peel this off because the skin usually has handled by many hands. For me, I'm a bit of a clean freak. Right, that's how you peel. Let's dig it. Very strong char siu flavor. Sauce and the meat, they're both marinated well. With each bite, you can actually taste the flavor oozing out slowly. Number 6. Roast goose from Dowish Chicken Rice. Despite the name, the shop also sells duck and goose as well. It's rare to find roast goose in Kota Kinabalu, so this is an opportunity to try it out. To get the best experience, come to the shop in the morning, as that's the time where freshly roasted goose is prepared. Look at that glittering skin, it's so pretty. The skin is thin and crispy. The meat itself is just tender enough, and that little bit of fat in between the skin and the meat is so good that I cannot describe it. Well, some people will be happy with the meat as it is, cause it's quite delicious already. For some, it's only when paired with this sauce that the true flavor will come out. Honeycomb serve from Honey Lush, a simple dessert with just 3 simple ingredients: cornflakes, vanilla ice cream, and lots of honey. Using real honey all the way from Iran, it will unleash your inner lust for honey. Alright, I can feel the crunchiness of the cornflake even though I've been walking quite a while to reach here. And the ice cream, even though it looks melting, but it's not very drooly. Oh, brain freeze! Usually with soft serve and cornflake, either the ice cream melts quite fast and the cornflake gets too soggy once it's soaking in the ice cream for too long. But actually this one, still crunchy, and it's not overly like drinking milk. So compared to sugar, using real honey actually adds extra depth of flavor that makes this thing just right. Not too sweet. Usually they intend people to finish this, but if you use anything like too strong, you're gonna like eat half of it, then this thing is gonna be like put aside. So this thing, not too sweet, not too milky, the flakes still crunchy after a while. Yeah, everything just nice. So there you have it, that's my top pick food of Gaya Street. What do you think of it? Have I missed any food? If so, let me know down in the comment below. And as always, I'll see you all soon. 再见.